Hey babes, and welcome back to a new video. If you're new here, hey girl, and make sure you're subscribed. And if you're returning, hey girl again. So as you can tell by the title, I am coming with a different video type today. I'm trying to expand my range of videos now that I'm becoming more adult-like every single day. And so if y'all could tell by the title, today is going to be a college advice video to keep the spring semester going strong. So the reason why I want to do this type of video is because I'll give y'all some back knowledge. But back in the days when I first started college, which was 2016, yes, I'm currently still in college, but if y'all want a story time on that, that's another story for another day. Okay, anyways, yeah, I was in school in the beginning start. I don't feel that I was prepared like from high school, from college, and even now working at a high school, I think they focus on so many things that are just not important, like dress code and just unnecessary stuff that they don't really necessarily prepare you in the best way. So when I went in and it was like the workload and all that, it was a lot for me. I went through a point where I was dropping my classes. I went through a point in the semester where I was dropping classes. Once I learned about dropping classes, I kind of went a little drop crazy until like almost the end when they were like, girl, you know what, you only get so many drops. And I was like, wait, what? So I had to take off a semester for academic probation because my grades wasn't up to the part. So now I'm at a point now consistently, basically ever since I got my associates, I've been at a point where I've been doing good in college and I feel like I have mastered it and I just know how to do it and I know what to do. Now that I know what to do and I have everything that I feel that I need, I want to share those tools with you, whether you're a freshman, whether you're just someone that's returning to school and you haven't been to school in a long time. Because with me, I took that semester off and I went right back in and I was going stronger than ever before. So this can be advice for anybody entering college at any time. I think this can just be helpful for all of us in the long run, and I thought this video would be essential since the spring semester starts. Well, it starts for me this week, literally tomorrow, January 18th. So yeah, this can help us go through the spring semester growing strong. So I have all of my notes that I took for this video, so they're not in order, but I'm just gonna try to give them to y'all in order. Okay, the first step that I would have for you is to really review your syllabus. And I say this because I used to be a person like the syllabus was redundant to me in every class, especially, you know, with me going to Lone Star. It was like the syllabus really looked the same in every single class. I was just like, okay, no point in reading it. But now I find that it can be very, very essential. Like, you really should read it, and it's really not the same. Like, the format is all the same, the wording about the no cheating policy, all that is the same. But when it gets to like the calendar part, that's where you need to look at. You need to look at the percentage of your grades, because that's important to know, because you need to know the things that are essential to you doing it. And it kind of shows, at least the syllabus that I see, it shows what are going to be considered as grades. So like my syllabus would show 10% discussion, 10% daily quiz, weekly quizzes or whatever, and then it'd have the tests and final exam, and then maybe you have a research paper that you got to do, but it lets you know those things. So I think it's very essential to review over your syllabus in each class to see what's expected, like how much percentage of your work is going towards the grade in the class. So that is definitely a good step. Next step I would say is to join group texts or group chats with classmates. This is something that also in the beginning of college when I was a freshman I did not care to do. I was just more to myself, you know. I didn't care about, you know, classmates and joining a group text. I actually hated those things. I felt they was very annoying, but now I'm finding them to be more helpful now. Honestly, I like it because first of all, we were talking shit about the class. We were like, what the fuck is wrong with this teacher? She is out of her damn mind, you know. For me, I say join those. I know it seems like you don't want to do it and it's going to be annoying on your phone, but I promise you could be so much helpful. I learned that also this semester with classmates, and like even with clarifications of assignment, because we were kind of unsure about a certain assignment, and we just kind of all like one of the students in the group text ended up emailing the teacher, got a clarification, and gave it to the whole group text. So it made it better for us. Also, like some of the students will go ahead and do their work ahead of time, and they'll let us know like how hard stuff is before. So it kind of, you get the text message, you be like, oh, maybe I need to start doing this assignment right now. So I think those are definitely helpful to join in a group text with your classmates in that class. Can definitely help you out and in a way you didn't even expect. So just definitely try it out this semester. The tip that I have involves this, and it's to put all your dates in your planner. So I purchased this from Target. It just says noteworthy and it's pink. And obviously if you want a smaller size, you could definitely purchase a smaller size. This is just what fits. It actually does fit in my backpack and my computer bag. So I basically list out from the syllabus. Unless the syllabus is not detailed, then I'll just go into my content area, look for everything that has a due date. Everything that has a due date, meaning it's going to be in the grade book. Put it in here on my calendar for the due date, and maybe a couple days before I'll say start. So if the assignment is due on a Sunday, I'll say quiz due Sunday. And I'll put for Friday, start quiz that's due on Sunday, you know what I mean? So yeah, I try to list everything out in here. This has been so helpful for me because it does it for the whole semester, and since I keep this in my backpack, I refer to it a lot. And then honestly, if you put all your assignments in your planner, you'll see a pattern of when your due dates are due. So with one class, a lot of my stuff was always due on a Sunday when I listed it out in my calendar, and I saw that. So it was easy to see like, oh, I already know, even though I don't know what it is, I already know I'm gonna have some due Sunday. I already know I'm gonna do some this day, that day, this day, that day. So yeah, it really does help you out to see. And just a tip that if you're not interested in buying a planner, you don't, because I know that some people buy these planners and they don't find themselves looking at them and referring back to them. I used to have that problem. Now that I'm getting older, I always look at my planner, but when I was younger, I would just put stuff in it and I would never look back at it. If you have that problem, I would say going to your notes, and on iPhone, I don't know what it's called on Androids, but on, yes, your reminders, I will go in your reminders and just go and put everything also the same way you would with a planner. And I still do this with my reminders too, but with my reminders, I more tell myself like, girl, you got class this day. I don't put it all in my assignments because I do that in here and I don't want to do it twice. But you know, if you don't plan on buying a planner, definitely put all your due dates with your reminder in here on the due dates, and then you can even make them where it alerts you of the reminder a few days before and on the day of. So that is really good because then you could put it due Sunday, start on whatever day you plan to start on, Friday or whatever, something like that. So that can be really helpful too. And that's my tip for you with purchasing a planner. The next step I have is to log in at least 3 to 4 times a week. This is something that after really I got off of academic probation and I went back into college, this was something that I really like stayed on top of doing, and now I'm like, I just do it normally, naturally, just now anyway. But logging in 3 to 4 times a week, first of all, if you have a fully online class, the way my school works, that's like attendance for you. But if you're not doing the planner thing and putting things in your notes, then you're gonna have to keep up with it yourself based on looking at it and memorizing in your head. So that's why I recommend logging in 3 to 4 times a week. Also, it could just be helpful just to see assignments, updates that you don't see, messages that you may not see. I just find it very helpful when I do it to log in 3 to 4 times a week. I try to probably do it on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't do it Friday. If I do it the weekend, I'll probably do it like a Saturday or Sunday, but probably not Friday. I don't know. But those logging in definitely helps, because you might see something like an update on things, especially with how the way this semester is going now with COVID. There was times that where our teacher told us like he's giving us extension on due date, and by logging in I saw that. There was times we were told we didn't have to do a quiz, and by logging in, as much as I was logging in, I was able to see that. So the next one I would say is ask for help / get help. I wasn't really, well, as a freshman I kind of was, because my college, the community college that I was going to at the time, they offer free tutoring, and at that time that was pre-COVID, so my classes was all in person. So I was already at the school, so I would just go to the tutoring center, which was free, and I would get tutoring on it. Honestly, maybe they helped me a little bit, but I ain't even gonna lie, I don't really feel like I was helped a lot. So I would say get all the help you can. Now that there is COVID and people are not in school and people don't like to go up to the tutoring center and stuff, I would recommend free online help. If y'all would like me to listen down, there are free online tutors that I have been using myself, and they help with different courses. I actually have found those to be more productive and helpful for me, because with those it's just like you and that person that you're on virtual with, one-on-one in a room. You can ask how many questions. You don't have a, like, they're not gonna finish until you feel like you have the job done, and I just feel comfortable already in my home. So ask for or get help. If you need a clarification from the professor, don't be afraid to email. If you need clarification, that's another reason why I said to also join those group texts, because those can also help you too. You can get help that way with just asking another student if you just simply need some clarification on things. So that can be a help. Ask and get help, y'all. This one also ties into the group text, getting help. It says having a friend in the class makes connections. I know this is much harder now that there's COVID, because a lot of us are not even going into class, but it was definitely easier when you were in class. I would just try to like make friends with one person in the class. Literally, you know, I would try to sip out a girl, whatever, and then, you know, we'll get each other's number and we'll text each other, keep each other updated. Like, girl, did you do the assignment? Did you do this? Did you do that? And I feel that it keeps us updated and it keeps us ahead of things also too, because we're all like just texting each other, make sure we did this or whatever. So I've been having my friend that I make connection with in my class for the longest. That's my friend Deja, and that's because we have the same major, so we schedule our classes to be the exact same. So she is my friend. She is the one that I make connections with and stuff. Also, she's kind of the one that told me about the like group meets and stuff. So that's how I kind of got more into that also. So I definitely am making connections. That is also a great networking opportunity that you never know you could have anyway with some of these students. You never know what kind of student people are, and it's always good to meet people, you know, especially college people, because, you know, everybody just has different perspective and different aspects on everything. So it's really cool. The last step that I would have for you, and I feel like this is the most important, like if you're not even going to be organized in your planner, you're not going to join the group me text, you're not going to read the syllabus, you're not going to do anything, is try not to miss out on any of your class. I understand now with everything that's going on, teachers are more lenient, and it's also more lenient on us to miss out on class on our own. But as easy as it may be, don't do it. I will give you an example of how I almost missed out on one class and how I was thankful that I didn't. And I had joined the Zoom with my teacher. This was last semester, and I sometimes be missing his Zooms or whatever, not because I want to, but because I have a Zoom schedule at the same time I'm working, so I forget and it gets hectic. But anyways, I joined his Zoom for just to join it, and we was having class, and tell me why he was talking to people, and I had wrote everything out in my planner. I had thought, right? So I'm like, okay, I ain't missing nothing, you know, I'm good. You know what he's finna talk about, I probably already did, right? He comes talking about, did y'all do the quiz? And I'm like, wait, the quiz, he was like, the quiz is due today. I'm like, wait, I haven't done no quiz in the past couple days. What is he talking about? The only thing I did is discussion. And like all the people on the Zoom were like, yeah, I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did it. I'm like, what the hell? I went and logged in and immediately saw like I had a quiz. Thank God the class was in the day, so I had time by the evening to do it. And I was just thankful that if I had not logged into that Zoom, I was not gonna know about some surprise quiz that was gonna be due in the future, because he did not make an announcement about it. Like, his announcement was in that Zoom, but he didn't make no Blackboard discussion, like some announcement message that's gonna be sent to your phone. He did not make no announcement about it except in that Zoom. So I was very thankful that I had joined that class. That's why I say, even if you're online, try not to miss your Zooms. I even struggle with that myself, but I'm definitely gonna work on it this semester, because I'm learning these teachers are taking attendance, I mean, to the fullest extent, honey, the fullest extent. I mean, my teacher told me that, you know, my grade was good in the class, I turned in everything, but I need to focus on my attendance grade and showing up to her Zooms. I was like, oh wow. And when I was trying to get a B in her class, she was telling me that, oh, well, your attendance, you only showed up to a couple of my Zooms. And I'm like, oh, girl, you gonna do me like that for attendance when I turned in everything, like everything in her class? Like, I went hard. I ended up getting a B, but still, she was giving me a hard time about it for the attendance. So show up to your classes, unless you're sick, obviously, or you got some things going on, but definitely try your best to show up, because I promise you, that moment you miss everything, it feels like you done missed everything, like the whole semester. So I wouldn't take the chance of missing out unless I just had to. And I know this is just a weird semester with COVID and everything, but I use it to my advantage, honestly. A lot of people see it as like, oh my god, I'm going to school at the worst time, which I guess if you go to university, college life is not the best as far as like life, like fun life and entertainment life. But for me, I use it to my advantage. Like, I'm like, hold on, you need to chill, sir. It's COVID going on. You're doing too much. It's COVID going on. Extend the date. It's COVID going on. Everybody is sick. It's COVID going on. Like, I use it to my fullest extent, okay? And also make sure y'all are getting those. My school calls it a CARES grant, and it's basically like a COVID grant. Make sure y'all applying for those, because I have been able to get them each semester, and they have been a great help. And all they ask, at least on mine from my college, is have you been affected by COVID and how has it affected you? And at this point, they shouldn't even be asking that, because let me tell you something, we all been affected. I guess if you want a story of who been affected the most, we can go on ahead and share stories and go tit for tat. But we all been affected, so everybody should be applying for that grant. They should just give it to everybody just because at this point. I mean, damn, shit. Going to school during this time has been hard. At the end of the day, all I could tell y'all is to pray over yourselves. I try to pray for my semester to go good every time, especially when it's, I pray for my whole semester, and then I also pray midterms. I pray finals, you know, that God gives me strength, because Lord, I be needing it. But yeah, I be praying for all of that, okay? So that's all the college advice and tips that I have for you for finishing the semester strong. You guys need to comment down some of your majors below. I'm majoring in marketing with a minor in, I just added the minor, so y'all pray for the girl. And I added 6 more classes, but I have a minor in HR, human resources. So y'all comment down your majors below. I would love to hear them. Also, if you have other tips and advice for anybody, definitely comment down below so I can take that advice myself. You know what I mean? Be sure to look out for my next video, and thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.